Hello, my name is Ralph Capps, and I've had the honor of serving as the Chief Professional Officer of the Boys and Girls Clubs here in Wake County for a number of years. I've had the honor of seeing us grow from one club to 7 Boys and Girls Clubs here in Wake County, serving some 5,100 school-age kids in 2019. One of the great things about the Boys and Girls Club is that we enjoy tremendous credibility in the communities that we serve. And I think a good bit of that goes back to our opening in April 1967. When we opened, we were one of the first, at that time, boys clubs. We were one of the first boys clubs in the South that when it opened to all boys regardless of color. And we've been able to build on that, to build that credibility through a number of years. Academic success, that's one of the 3 targeted outcomes that we have for each child in our membership. Why? Because this may be the only chance that this child has to do his homework on any given day. And if a child has his or her homework when they return to school, the teachers like them a whole lot more, and they're less apt to act up in the classroom. Kids who are struggling in our program are given special attention by either our academic intervention manager or the education director at their Boys and Girls Club. Staff are in constant communication with teachers. Teachers many times contact us and want to know what we can do to help these young people. And when schools opened back in August, we pivoted from our traditional after-school program and turned our clubs, all 7 of our clubs, into remote learning centers where kids could come to and do their schoolwork if their parents had to go to work or if their parents didn't have internet capability in their homes and so forth. Obviously, we hear stories all the time of kids who have flourished and are doing well during this COVID pandemic and in their remote learning center. But we also know that some kids are falling behind, and that makes our work even harder moving ahead. Another one of our targeted outcomes is citizenship and leadership. One of the things that distinguishes Boys and Girls Clubs from other youth-serving organizations is our focus on guidance, on helping young people be all that they can be. And obviously, leadership and citizenship training is very much a part of this. We have programs like our Keystone Club, which is a high school age service club, or our Torch Clubs, which are middle school service clubs, where kids have an opportunity to kind of govern themselves and learn some real leadership skills. We also make sure that the kids get to have fun at the club and have fun in educational activities. We call them high-yield learning activities, but they're things like chess, checkers, spelling bees, those kind of activities which can be fun, but also kids are learning while they don't really realize they are. The final targeted outcome is healthy lifestyles, encouraging kids to live healthy lifestyles and to stay away from those actions which can have a negative impact on their health and ultimately their life. Healthy lifestyles for us includes a program called Smart Moves, where kids are learning or taught to use resistance skills to stay away from drugs and so forth. Obviously, COVID-19 has impacted all nonprofits, including the Boys and Girls Club. When we had to close last March, we immediately looked for ways to serve our community. Staff began to create virtual games that kids could play on their computers or on their cameras, and in a way to be able to stay in touch with their club staff. And we used our buses to transport meals to neighborhoods where Boys and Girls Club kids lived. Also established a community food pantry. We call it our Friday food pantry, that's still going on, to provide food and household items for the families living near our clubs there on Raleigh Boulevard. It's important to note, with our switch to remote learning centers and addressing community hunger, we've kept ourselves relevant during COVID-19. And now we stand ready to continue our 54-year history of providing critical youth development programs for those young people who need us most. Thank you.